Hello everyone, TMan 978. Right now you're watching another episode of T-Man's How To. In this episode we're going to be learning how to transform Transformers masterpiece MP-44, Optimus Prime 3.0, to robot mode and back to truck again. As we can see right here, I was able to get him super flush. Typically there's always something jagged. Well, it's not flush, it's hanging out in some type of way, and now it's showing off. This was totally pushed in before I started filming. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, and now I'm gonna stop using that voice. Here's something. But you're about to be a robot, so anyhow, enough wasting time. First things first, we need to put our hands in this little groove they put here for us and start pulling that out. It detaches from here. It's like pegged in several places, mainly right there. And there's this peg that goes in there that's going to be difficult getting back, and several other little pegs all over the place. Same stuff over here. And I'm going to be filming straight through. I'm not going to be doing any jump cuts based upon feedback from people that like to see transformations. They don't like jump cuts and whatnot. Alright, and while I'm saying this, not doing jump cuts, this stuff is getting stuck, and I don't like keeping things in there like that. But once we get to this point, we need to put these side view mirrors in. Fold this around like that, fold it around like that, kind of lean this down, push this down, actually push this down, lean it down. Now we need to get this little gas tank situation, flip that around that way, flip that around this way, and now we rotate this in right here. This step got deleted from my full review, and I did not realize that before I uploaded. I watched that video so many times. From there, we need to detach this stuff. It was pegged in to here, but now it's not. And we can go ahead and move that out a little bit. We can rotate these in, rotate this in. And now we can go ahead and pull this away from the body. Do that on both sides. If it does cut away, it's because my camera stopped or I'm adjusting the camera or something like that. Now we can go ahead and pull this out. Right there. See that? We're going to do that on this side. Pull it out right here. And now we can go ahead and lift this up, but leave this up right here. Lift this up. It's stuck on that piece. Lift this up, but leave that up right here. On this leg, we need to actually push these up against here. But over here, I am going to clear this. And once I'm clearing that, we need to grab this right here and lift it up into this orientation. That feels flimsier than it actually is. But clear this and lift this piece up. Right there. And now we need to lift this up right there on both sides. Lift this up. I'm sure this figure has die cast in it, but I can't figure out where. Okay, we got that. Now we need to rotate this piece down right here, and we can go ahead and flatten this up right there. Once you get that down, you can rotate this piece up, and we can go ahead and rotate things this way. This needs to come out a bit, and this needs to come down so it can fit into here. In fact, I think I led you guys astray and lifted this up when you didn't need to lift that up. But put that in there, and now we should be able to, after lifting this up on the inside of the leg and attaching that, there's a peg that goes into this blue part right there. Squeeze this back into place because it came out. Come on, you. Now we can push all of this stuff inside of this lower leg, and there's a peg right there that goes into a hole right here. Once that gets flat, we can push this over top of the tire right there. I'm gonna just finish this leg. We can lift this up and shove it into the leg. We can move this off of the front of the foot, rotate this back here, put it in there like that. Over here, we are going to bring this up, peg it into there, push this down, rotate that this way, and bring it down into this orientation. Lift this up and start rotating things this way. Pull this out, bring this down, and push it in there. And now we can get all of this stuff inside of the leg. There's a little peg right there in front that you couldn't see when I did the other leg. But now everything's pegged, and we can get this over the wheel. Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna lift this up and shove that in there. Open the foot up, just do this. That's where I keep going wrong. I did this. It's like a repeat of my original transformation from my review. Now we can bring this down. The legs are done. Bring the butt flaps down. Bring the crotch skirts out. Close this up right here. And now we are going to rotate the arms out and out of the way. Out and out of the way a bit. You know what? Just leave it like this. Pull this down. When you pull that down, bring this over it. That kind of locks the arm from being able to go back in there. Shove this up. Now over here, we need to take this right here, kind of rotate things so that this is on this side, and you might have to like work with it to rotate it around the like edges, but shut that. And now here, this opens up this way and then covers the hole, and it like clicks right there. Rotate the hand around so that's in the right orientation. They show you to do the arms last, but I'm just gonna do it now. Pull that down, push this over to lock that into place, cover his bicep. My camera is about to stop recording. Where we left off is shutting this, and now we need to open this panel up, rotate it up till it clicks, and rotate the hands. And we're kinda gonna leave the arms in the orientation they need to be in, but now we need to start lifting this back, lift that back, lift this flap off. Oh yeah, there's a little blue clip right here that comes off of there. It's better if you bring this down. Once you unclip that, you can kind of start working more with moving this up into its rightful place. Now, with this stuff out of the way, we can grab here and kind of get this around the windows. At this point, we need to rotate the bumper up this way and rotate this way and that way, and take these right here and bring them down. And I was trying to bend this down, but now we can bend that down. Take the chest. You might as well start, well, no. Take the chest, open that up. Kind of lift this up. Start rotating this stuff back. This little flap, you might have to push in. Start putting all of this into this level right there. But before we start messing with the rest of that back, I'm gonna lift this stuff up here. Lift this stuff up here. Push this down. And now I'm gonna rotate the chest around before I forget to do that. Rotate the chest around. Here, we need to push the wheels back. Kind of start rotating them in. And these red things right here are clipped onto his matrix chamber. So you have to like push it forward to dislodge them on both sides. And now we can, these are in this orientation, lift this up, push them in, lift this up, push it in. Make sure the wheels are all the way in here. And now we can lift these up into this orientation. Now we can bring this matrix chamber out, push this down, and bring this up in front of the chest. And at this point, we can start really moving this stuff into place. This panel right here needs to go like deep inside. Come on, you. Why is it fighting me? I think it's something to do with this head panel. There we go. Lift that up. And now you can push this panel to this point right there. These are back. Push this down. These are all level. And now we can push this stuff inside of there. Kind of have this stuff into this orientation. And go ahead and lift this up into here. Bring this backpack. It's on like a, I thought it was on a double hinge. Or is it? It's not.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Lift the neck up and push that clip over top of the neck. And bring that back down. is we need to bring this down and then crunch everything into place, and we can lift this up into there. All right, and now we can shut these doors. And he's right, he's Optimus Prime, fully transformed into a robot. And I'm going to talk about this in another video, but this yellow paint is prone to scratches. That's like the worst paint on his body. Alright, reverse transformation, or robot to truck mode. I am still not perfect at this, so what I'm going to do is take this flap off and turn this off so I don't keep hitting that button by accident. Elongate his body right there. This clips up into there, as you saw. Open the chest up. Kind of like angle the arms out a bit. We don't need to like move them just yet. Let's see. Go ahead and open this and unclip this lip from that right there. Let's leave. You know, I'm gonna lift this up, bring this over here, pull these up, and pull this up, and bring them like that, and just leave it like that for now. Try to go ahead and, you know, I'm going to lift this up, kind of grab at this. I don't think I can grab at that yet, but pull this out. I was trying to come up with a better way to pull this out. Bring this down here, bring this through here, and rotate the matrix chamber kind of down like that. All right, now we can get at pushing this stuff back, sliding these panels out. Make sure they come forward. As you're bringing these down, kind of bring the wheels out. Make sure you can clear that. All right, now I guess we can put these in this orientation right there and start turning these out because they get in the way. Pull these down in that spot right there. Start bringing the head down. Make sure the arms aren't in the way of these things right here. Start bringing things down. This face has a tendency of falling off of this thing while you're pushing it, because if you push anywhere but right here, you'll push the face off. And this flap right here needs to clear this area right there. So let's push that flap first before getting the head down, which okay, I don't want to cut away this thing right here. That needs to be forward or pushed up a little bit. If you don't do that, it won't clear back here. But before we bring this down, we need to close this right there, and now we can start putting this into place and bringing this down in front of these windows right here. Start bringing that down. This clip right here comes down and clips into the crotch. And now we can put this into place. It'll seem like it should be plugged in more, but shut that and that matches up. And now we need to start messing with these arms. Rotate this to open that up. Open this flap, and now we can orient the arm like that and get that into there. Bend it. I'm bending it on, I'm trying to just bend it on this hinge right here. This hinge is tight on mine. Bend it out like that so that we can keep the shoulders at this orientation right here. Now I'm bringing this forward, opening this flap right here, rotating the arms. You can't put the arm the wrong way, it won't let you. But how do I have this? I was supposed to just go in there like this. And now this is tough for me. Sometimes it comes down when I don't want it to, but when I want it to, we need to get this panel, pull it out right here so I can swing out, shut it, rotate the hand backward, and now lift off this panel, put the hand in place, and keep rotating that till it gets into this orientation, and have the arm like that. Same deal. I'm gonna rotate the hand first this time. Actually, no. Grab right here. Now I'm gonna rotate the hand. Shut this panel. Rotate this in here. Open this up. And now we're gonna bring over there. Put the arm into this orientation. Put the joint into that orientation and bring this down there like that. Rotate this joint back, put this up into here. These wheels need to rock it forward, and we should be good to go on the front. You might need to clean it up and make sure that the windows are straight or things won't line up. Now the crotch. We need to pull this panel up, pull that panel up. Lift this up, and bring the butt thing up. Alright, now the legs should be a tiny bit easier till we get to the front. Legs, we just need to, I'm going to start with the foot. Bring this down, flip it out, put it over the toe. Bring this down, flip it out, over the toe. This needs to come down and be oriented in that way. Come down. And be oriented that way. Now we can bring the feet back. Grab this. Oh wait, before we grab that, grab this thing that we brought down over the legs. That was the last step in the legs. Move this cover off of there. Now we can pull this up. Now we can pull this out. Come on, you. What is going on? There we go. Alrighty now. Go ahead and flip this down. Flip this down. This needs to come down right here to match up with that. This needs to come down to match that. Now we can bring the legs in like this. Bring the leg in like that. Now we can rotate this. Bring, how do we hinge this mess? Actually, once you rotate that out of the way, we need to clear that, and we can shut that. Now we can lift this up and bring this into this orientation. But let me try to do that better over here. I'm gonna lift this up out of the way, and once that's out of the way, we can bend this flap inward that way. Now we can lift this up and leave that like that. This needs to come down here. That needs to come down here. And we need to open this up. Remember to lift that out. Open this up. Remember to lift that out. Now we need to take this and rotate things this way. And now this needs to come down like that. Take this, rotate it this way. It only rotates one way, so you can't turn it wrong. And this panel needs to be turned down. All right. Now we can go ahead and tab the legs together. Rotate the hitch. So kind of tab these together and make that peg go into the crotch region of the robot mode. And tab this. Come on, you. If I wasn't filming this, it will be a lot easier. So when you have this in hand, hopefully it'll be going more smooth for you. Come on, you. You know what? I'm going to detach this. Lift the legs up higher. Then connect this together. And then plug that into there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mess with this stuff less. I remember it going in a lot easier before. There we go. I got it. Now we need to bring this up here. That pegs together. Bring this up here. Make sure these silver bits are over top of the white crotch flap things. And that all pegs together. Now we need to swing this out to here. To meet up with that. Get this out of the way. Swing this over. Let's try that again over here, smoother. Swing this up out of the way. Open this. It's this double hinge system. If you don't bend a certain flap first, it won't move right. This actually needs to come down. so it can meet up with this right here. Once that's matching, you need to bring this up, then bring this up. And then bring that up. Don't move this forward without having this blue flap out, because the blue flap needs to go behind this right here. It can't go in between it or in front of it. It needs to go behind it. So now we need to unfold it, and there's a series of pegs right here, here, and here that needs to clip into places. This one is the toughest, so that one I think needs to be worked on first. And yeah, I don't know if y'all want me to jump cut at this point, because it might take me a little second. I kind of like smooth things out. You got to make it straight in order to get that tab to click in, and I still don't have it. So it's like you have to like maneuver, squeeze everything. This needs to grab into there right there. Let me zoom in on that. Those pegs I mentioned, plus this needs to like wrap into here. So yeah, let's go to the other side and see if I can't do that. A tiny taste better over here. So I guess wrap everything around and then try to guide that one peg. I did this earlier because I had this thing flush at the beginning of this video. But getting that one peg into place is trouble. Oh, I got it. What I did was kind of move the arm back like this until it lines up. Let me bring this light back over here for me. Oh yeah. Duh, TMan. You know what? Bend this out like this, and then get that tab in there. I think one of the problems is when you get that tab in, this is fighting against that. So you gotta like shift the legs while you're still holding this on both sides. You have to have like 4 hands. Alright, another problem I was having, this thing right here was kind of hinging down, so it was bumping in a way of other parts. Cutting for time, I mostly spend the rest of this video trying my best to squeeze this thing together, but just line it up as best you can and get it to look as neat as you can, because yeah, this video will go on forever. And now opening the side views. Alright, I got it as good as I'm gonna get it. These things do not want to clip in. I want to be as expert as possible in this video, but I'm gonna be driving myself crazy, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be driving yourself crazy. You might not be able to get it, but yeah, I can't think of anything that will be incorrect. Oh yeah, use a truck. It's rolling. I didn't change anything while I was paused. I had the camera paused. But yeah. So hopefully this helped you if you want to make him back into a truck for some crazy reason. Besides the fact that you run a YouTube channel and want to make an instructional video for that one person that wants to turn it back into a truck. But yeah, you still have access to the button. I turned it off. But there you go. It would have been cool if it was like the movie Optimus, where when it's in truck mode it made truck sounds, but it's not. Yeah, I really like this toy, like I said in the review, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video right here, or I hope it was helpful. Until next time, TMan 978 out here. Thank you for watching.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.